Hi guys, so today's video is going to be my wash day routine for transitioning hair. And if you have not seen my natural hair update, I do recommend you go check it out. It will explain everything you need to know about my transitioning hair and my progress and all that good stuff. So I will put a card up there and I will also put a link down below in the description for you as well. So I'm just going to be talking through with you guys all the steps that I take on my wash day, and I also will have some clips included so you can actually see the steps that I take as well. So you'll hear me verbally going through everything, and then physically you'll be able to see it as well. I figured that would be the most helpful way to go about doing this. So I do wash my hair with shampoo once a week, and I also deep condition once a week as well. Now, if I am going to wash my hair a second time throughout the week, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but if I do, then I will co-wash that second time. So when I do co-wash, my favorite co-wash to use is the Camille Rose Naturals Creme Restore. This is absolutely amazing. It has amazing slip. It's very moisturizing. It smells so good. It smells like vanilla cupcakes. And it actually has menthol in it, like not high up on the ingredients list, but kind of further down. So it gives you that slight, like tingly, refreshing feeling, which I really like as well. So I love this and highly recommend it. I want to shout out again to Mad Girls for putting me onto this. So yes, absolutely amazing. Love this co-wash. But I did not co-wash today. I did my regular wash day routine process. So that's what I'm going to be going through with you today. So I start every wash day routine with pre-pooing my hair, and the pre-poo that I've been using for the last few months now is from African Pride. It's the Moisture Miracle line, aloe and coconut water, detangle and condition pre-shampoo. So I think it's amazing that there are actually products now designated specifically to pre-poo your hair. There didn't used to be any, as far as I know, up until like recently. And I myself used to actually use coconut oil to pre-poo with, but this is way better. And I really love this because it has so much slip to it and it makes detangling your hair just so much easier. And it has aloe in it, which my hair really seems to love aloe, and it makes your hair feel so hydrated after you use it, especially when you go in with your shampoo. It just makes the shampoo that you're using feel a little less stripping, even though I don't really tend to use stripping shampoos. But if you go in with, let's say, a clarifier or something like that, it will definitely make that clarifier just feel a little bit less stripping. Which, speaking of clarifiers, I only clarify my hair when I feel the need to, which is not often at all, probably every 2 months, maybe every 3 months. I don't really use a lot of product in my hair right now, so I don't really tend to get buildup. A lot of people think that you need to use sulfate shampoos when you clarify, but you actually don't. I did find one that does not have sulfates in it, but it actually kind of feels like it does. But it makes your hair feel really clean, which I like, and it's from Shea Moisture. I didn't bring it with me, but I will insert a little clip. But I really love that clarifier, so if you're looking for a clarifying shampoo recommendation, that's my recommendation. Oh, and by the way, you'll see me using like these silk scrunchies, or they're satin scrunchies. So I get mine from Amazon, and I highly recommend you get yourself some of these as opposed to just using the hair elastics, because those can tend to break off your hair. These are great too if you like to pineapple your hair. It's really good for curly hair, just prevents breakage. I have all these different ones, different colors and such. So I will link these down below. By the way, I'm going to be linking everything down below in the description. So if you're interested in these or any other products that I mentioned, just check down below. So yeah, so what I start off by doing is I just will take my hair down, and then I will take just some sections with my hands, random sections, separate it from the rest, and kind of take, I don't know, like a handful size section, and then I will just spray with my spray bottle, which, let me go grab that because I was supposed to have it out here. Hold on one second. Okay, so this is the spray bottle that I use. I highly recommend that you get one of these 360 mist sprayers. I like these because you can get a continuous spray with it, so it doesn't stop, and it's really easy to use, and it's a lot, like, it feels a lot better like on your hand instead of just like keep pumping like over and over. So yeah, I will link this one down below. I love this bottle. Yeah, so I will take sections of my hair, mist it with the water, and then I will put in a little bit of the pre-poo treatment, and then I will just begin to detangle my hair. So the brush that I'm using in this video to detangle is the Tangle Teaser brush. This is one of my favorite brushes, but it's not my favorite brush. It's like my second favorite brush. I do have one that I prefer to this one, and it's from Revlon. I cannot find it, so I will link it down below for you guys. It's a large paddle brush. It's a lot larger than this one. So I think it detangles just a little bit faster just because it's so big and a little bit like, I don't know, it just gets tangled out a little bit easier for some reason. But this one's really good too. Again, it's my second favorite, so I'll have both down below for you guys. So yeah, so what I will do is just start detangling my hair from the very end, and then I will work my way up, and that way just ensures that you don't cause any breakage to your hair. It's the most gentle way to detangle, prevents like single strand knots, and you don't really tend to lose a lot of hair if you detangle that way because you're not just ripping your hair out, you know, from where the knots are. So definitely try that if you don't already. I think most people kind of know that by now, but if you didn't, definitely try it. You probably notice a huge difference in just how easy it is to detangle and how fast you're able to detangle your hair. So yeah, I just take sections, spray it with water, apply the pre-poo, and then detangle, working from the bottom upwards. So I will just kind of show you guys that process, kind of fast forward through that. So if you're seeing like a little bit of like a crinkly pattern in my hair, that's just from the braid out that I did. So I washed my hair just a few days after that braid out, which if you guys have not seen that video, I will have a card and linked below. A lot of you guys seem to like it. I thought it was a fail, but a lot of you guys liked it. So go head over there, watch that video after this one, and let me know if you thought it was a fail or a success. And this is a really fast way for me to detangle my hair. As you can see from this footage, I only did about 3 or 4 passes with the brush and the section was fully detangled. So it only took me about 15 minutes or so to detangle my whole head. And this is really a game changer from me doing this whole pre-poo and detangling process, just because I used to always detangle my hair in the shower with conditioner. And I would waste, like, not only waste a lot of water, but it would take me a lot longer, and I would lose a lot more hair just because when your hair is soaking wet, it's really in its most fragile state. So I would find like I would be breaking off a lot of my hair in the shower, and I wasn't being as gentle just because I was trying to like get through it so fast. And I feel like I was wasting a lot of product as well, like a lot of conditioner when I would do it in the shower. So I think this is a lot more efficient. I do recommend, if you're someone that does it like that, which I did it like that like almost my whole life, that you should definitely try this out, because you will see that it's like a game changer and it will make your wash day routine like so much easier. And then the other thing is, for the amount of hair that I have, my shedding is so minimal after detangling. I'll show you guys in the footage how much hair that I shed, but it really wasn't a lot at all. I know I did get that question from a few of you guys in my natural hair update, if I have a lot of shedding, and I actually don't, especially since doing this pre-poo process. So again, highly recommend you start doing that, because you may see a big difference in the amount of hair you shed. So after I'm done detangling all my hair, then I just wrap it up into a bun. You can cover it with a plastic cap if you choose to. I didn't really feel that it was necessary. It's not really anything that's going to be drippy. In fact, it does dry pretty quickly, so that's something else to note, is you do want to work pretty fast when you're detangling your hair, just because when it dries up, it is going to be a lot harder to detangle it. But if that does happen, you can also just re-wet it with your spray bottle, and that will kind of resolve that issue. So the instructions on the pre-poo treatment say to leave it in anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. I usually leave it on for about 30, sometimes a little bit longer. It's not really necessary. It pretty much does its job at the 30-minute mark. So after I let the pre-poo sit on my hair for 30 minutes, I head into the shower. And I do want to mention the water filter that I use for my shower head. I got mine from Amazon. Again, I'll link it down below for you guys. But I highly recommend that you get one of these, especially if you have hard water. Even if you don't, it does help to eliminate just chlorine, any type of impurities, mineral deposits that may be in the water that can make your hair just feel a little bit dry, rough, and brittle. It's also really good for your skin. You'll probably notice a difference in the way your skin feels. It usually will make it feel just a little bit softer, less dry, and more supple. So I highly recommend you guys invest in one of these. It's actually not too pricey, and it's definitely worth it. So yeah, I get into the shower, and yes, I did keep it PG for you guys. I have a bathing suit top and a tank top on, but I will just rinse all the pre-poo treatment out of my hair and just make sure my hair is fully saturated with water. And after I do that, then I go in with my shampoo. So the shampoo that I used today was from Ouidad, and this is actually my favorite shampoo. Any shampoo that I use is always sulfate free, and this one is no exception. It's a really good shampoo. I really like the consistency of it. I like the smell of it. It makes your hair feel really soft and clean, and I just really love this shampoo. I don't always use this one, but you know, because I have several hair products that I kind of rotate, but this just happens to be the one I use today, and it is my favorite, so I highly recommend this one. And something else that I really love to use is my scalp massager brush. Mine is actually battery operated, so you turn it on and it vibrates, and these little silicone knobs really just help to get in and stimulate the blood flow and circulation to your scalp, which is said to encourage hair growth. I just really like the way that it feels, and I think it really helps to get a thorough cleansing of your scalp. Something else that I'll do is I'll take my scalp massager brush and some of the shampoo, and I'll pour it into the brush. And then I'll take a couple drops of an essential oil. So today I used peppermint oil, and peppermint oil is really invigorating and revitalizing. It's also said to stimulate blood flow and circulation to the scalp, which in turn can stimulate hair growth. And I just really like the way that it feels. It has that really cooling, refreshing feeling. It just makes your hair feel really clean. And I'll take about 2 drops of that. And then I also used today tea tree oil. I really love tea tree oil. It has a lot of uses, but I really like it for like a dry, itchy, flaky scalp. I used to have a problem with that like a while ago, but almost immediately when I started using tea tree oil, it pretty much went away. So if you have a problem with that, definitely try out tea tree oil. Something else to know about essential oils is they are highly concentrated, so you should always either use them with a carrier oil or dilute it into something else, which is why I first will put some of the shampoo onto the brush and then only use like 2 drops of the oil that I'm going to be using. Sometimes I will use a different essential oil, like sometimes I use lavender oil, or I also have rosemary oil. These are also really good. The brand that I use and I trust is Now, and I always get the organic. They have non-organic and organic, but I always get the organic, so I will link those down below for you guys. So after I do that, then I just take my hands and kind of work and rub the shampoo down through the ends of my hair, and then I rinse it out. So after I'm done rinsing all the shampoo out, then I will go into using my mask or my deep conditioner. Now 9 times out of 10, I don't use a regular conditioner just because I'm not really detangling in the shower anymore, and I don't really feel the step is necessary or feel it necessary to waste the extra product. So mostly I'm just going straight into my mask or deep conditioner, and the one that I'm using today is from Briogeo. This is an awesome mask, probably in my top 5-ish, but this is the Don't Despair Repair. Very, very good, very expensive, which is why I try to use it sparingly, but again, it is really awesome. So if you have the opportunity, I would definitely check it out. The smell isn't awesome, like it's not that great, but it is a really good mask. So I apply that to my ends and then I work my way up, and then I'll go back in with my brush and evenly distribute the product throughout my hair. Just make sure my hair is fully coated and saturated, and also just to get out any additional knots or tangles that I either missed the first time or created when I was shampooing my hair. So usually I do get just a little bit more shedding when I do that, but it's not very much, very minimal. So after I do that, then I just take my hair, I wrap it up, and then I put on my plastic cap. So these are the plastic caps that I use. I got mine from Amazon. This came with, I think, like 100 caps, so a lot of caps, and it was really inexpensive. Now when I first got these, I thought it was like a prank or something. I took the thing, and it's like, looks like this, and you have to open it up like this, but it doesn't look like it would be a hair cap. It just looks like, I don't know. I just never seen them like that before. So if I'm feeling lazy that day, then I'll just stay in the shower with my deep conditioner, and what I'll do is I'll get under the stream of hot water with my cap on and just let that hit my head, so that way it kind of captures all the heat and the steam, and that just makes the mask or the deep conditioner penetrate more deeply into your hair. And another tip that I have, and something I've always done, is I make sure that I apply my mask or deep conditioner as the first step when I get into the shower, just so that it gives the mask the longest amount of time possible to penetrate into my hair, and then I rinse it out as the very last step before I get out of the shower. So today, because I was not being lazy, I used my hair steamer, and I got mine from Amazon, but I highly recommend that you invest in a hair steamer, especially if you have low porosity hair. As I mentioned in my natural hair update, I have a section right in the crown of my head that's very dry and coarse and extremely low porosity, and it's really hard for any type of moisturizing product to penetrate into that section of my hair. But once I started using a steamer, I noticed a huge improvement on just how that area felt after using a deep conditioner, just because a steamer really helps to open the cuticle and get all the moisture into the hair shaft. So highly recommend. This was actually a 2-in-1, so it has another attachment you can put on, and you can use it as a facial steamer as well, which is really, really good for your skin. So with my steamer, I always use distilled water. You definitely don't want to use tap water because that can clog up your machine. So always use distilled water with any type of steamer. So I'll fill the little reservoir up with the distilled water, and then I'll turn it on and let it start to steam. It usually takes about 5 minutes or so until the steam starts coming out. And then I will get under my steamer and I just wait until it's pretty much done steaming. It'll make a really loud noise, so you'll definitely know. And I haven't ever timed it, but I think takes about 20 minutes or so. So then I will go and rinse my hair. I normally don't get back in the shower, but for the purposes of this video, I did. But I'll just go ahead and rinse my hair. And I know a lot of people like to use cool or cold water when they rinse their hair out, just to kind of smooth and seal the cuticle. But if you have a low porosity hair, it's actually not a good idea to do that, because if you're rinsing with cool water, you're closing the cuticle, and you're gonna go in with your moisturizer or your leave-in conditioner, and if you're closing off that cuticle, then the moisturizing product that you're using, it's gonna be really difficult for that to penetrate into your hair shaft. So I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore. What I try to do is not only rinse with warm water, but go directly in with my leave-in. So I'll either do that in the shower like I did in this video, or I'll do it just directly when I get out of the shower. So the leave-in that I use today is from Kinky Curly. This is the Not Today. This is a really popular leave-in in the natural hair world, and I really like it. It does have a lot of good ingredients. It has a short ingredient list. Again, I don't always use the same exact leave-in. This just happened to be the one that I used today. So I apply that, and then I just wring my hair out, make sure all the excess water and product is out of my hair, and then I will wrap it up. And sometimes, well, most of the time I actually will put on my towel, just because my hair is usually a little bit drippy at that point. And this is the towel that I use. I have the DevaTowel, and it's just a microfiber towel. Microfiber towels are a lot better for your hair than the terry cloth towels, because those kind of draw moisture out of your hair and can cause frizz, and these are just a lot gentler on the hair. So you don't necessarily have to get the one from DevaCurl. I'm sure like any microfiber towel will do, but I'll link this one down below if you're interested. So that was my full wash day routine from start all the way to finish. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section for me. I'm not really sure how this routine will change, if at all, once I'm fully natural, but I will definitely do an updated one when that time comes. So yeah, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hit the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to turn on post notifications as well. But that's it for this video, so until next time, I will see you guys in my next one. You want to say bye, Nala? You want to say bye? Say bye.